What if I told you that the most attractive thing about you isn't something you can see in the mirror? That the thing holding you back isn't your looks, your job, or your bank account, but something invisible that others can sense within seconds of meeting you? The truth is, there's a fundamental mindset shift that separates those who struggle to connect from those who draw others in effortlessly. And today, I'm going to break down exactly what that shift is. Here's what most people miss. Attraction isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Let me say that again. Attraction isn't about perfection, it's about presence. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the one mindset shift that changes everything, the shift from consumption to contribution. This isn't about cheap tactics or manipulation. This is about becoming genuinely magnetic by changing one core belief. Most people approach dating with a consumption mindset. They're constantly asking, what can I get from this person? What can they offer me? How do they make me feel? Are they good enough for me? These questions seem normal. After all, isn't dating about finding someone who makes your life better? Yes and no. Because here's what happens when you operate from a consumption mindset. You become approval seeking. Your first thought in any room is, do these people like me? You're checking your phone constantly to see if they've texted back. You're changing your opinions to match theirs. You analyze every interaction for signs of their interest or disinterest. You're essentially carrying around a sign that says, my value depends on your opinion. This creates a vibe of neediness that others can sense immediately, often before you've said a word. I want you to think about the last time you felt someone was trying to get something from you. Maybe they wanted your approval, your attention, your validation. How did it feel? There's something draining about it, isn't there? That's exactly how others feel when you approach connection from a consumption mindset. The mindset shift that changes everything is moving from consumption to contribution. When you stop asking, what can I get from this interaction? And start asking, what can I bring to this moment? Everything transforms. Your body language opens up. Your eyes engage differently. Your voice carries new confidence. Not because you're performing, but because you're present. When you walk into a room with a consumption mindset, you're thinking, do these people like me? Am I dressed right? How can I impress them? Your energy is scattered, scanning the room for validation or opportunity. But with the contribution mindset, you walk in thinking, what energy can I bring to this space? How can I make someone feel seen today? What unique perspective can I offer? Can you feel the difference? Approval seeking says, I need something from you. Presence giving says, I have something to offer. And guess what people find more attractive? The person who needs something from them or the person who has something to give? This isn't theory. This is human nature at its core. We're drawn to those who enrich our experience, not those who drain it. Think about someone you know who lights up a room when they enter. What's their secret? Is it their looks, their status, number? It's their ability to bring something valuable to every interaction. With a consumption mindset, every interaction becomes a performance. You're not really listening because you're too busy planning what to say next. You nod along, but your mind is racing. What clever thing can I say next? How can I impress them with my story? What if there's an awkward silence? Every word becomes calculated, every laugh strategic, every story carefully curated to create a specific impression. And here's the thing about performances. They're exhausting, not just for you, but for the person watching. Because beneath the surface of every performance lies insecurity. And insecurity is the opposite of attraction. But with the contribution mindset, you become genuinely interested instead of trying to be interesting. When you're truly listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak, you create a gravity that pulls people toward you. Think about the last time someone gave you their complete, undivided attention. How did it make you feel? Valued, seen, important? People don't remember exactly what you said, but they never forget how you made them feel. The consumption mindset tells you, don't be too much, don't express strong opinions, keep it safe, be agreeable. These are the mantras of someone trying to be likable to everyone, and they lead to becoming magnetic to no one. But the contribution mindset knows that your unique perspective is a gift. When you speak your truth, not in a combative way, but with quiet confidence, you create polarization. Some people will be drawn closer, others might step back, and that's exactly what you want. Because trying to attract everyone is the fastest way to attract no one. The most magnetic people I know aren't the most agreeable. They're the most authentic. They've stopped asking, will everyone like this version of me? And started asking, is this the truest version of me? Your edges, your unique perspectives, your passionate interests, even your respectful disagreements, These are contributions, not liabilities. The consumption mindset is always 3 steps ahead. If this goes well, maybe what if they're the one? I hope this turns into something. What if I'm alone forever if this doesn't work? When you're consumed with potential futures, you're not actually here, and people can feel it. This creates a pressure that suffocates connection before it can breathe. It's like grabbing a delicate seedling and pulling it upward, hoping it will grow faster. But the contribution mindset is fully invested in now. When you're completely here, not dwelling on past rejections or obsessing about future possibilities, you create a sanctuary of presence that others can step into. This doesn't mean you can't have intentions or desires. It means you're not attached to specific outcomes. You're not trying to force moments into a predetermined narrative. You're allowing them to unfold. Think of someone who made you feel rushed or pressured in a dating context. Someone who was clearly trying to accelerate the connection beyond its natural pace. Now think of someone who was fully present with you. Someone who seemed to genuinely enjoy your company without needing anything specific from it. Which one made you want to lean in? Which one made you want to pull back? There's nothing more attractive than someone who's completely here with you. No agenda, no screenplay running in their head, just 2 humans connecting in real time. This is perhaps the most powerful aspect of the mindset shift. When you operate from consumption, you believe you're incomplete without a relationship, that there's a hole in your life that someone else needs to fill. You approach dating with an underlying message of, I need you to complete me. And here's the brutal truth. Emptiness doesn't attract fullness. Emptiness attracts emptiness. When you're trying to use someone else to complete your life's puzzle, you create a weight of expectation that crushes natural attraction. But the contribution mindset comes from wholeness. You've stopped outsourcing your sense of completeness. You've stopped believing that your value increases when someone chooses you. You've recognized that you are already enough, not despite being single, but regardless of your relationship status. This doesn't mean you don't want connection. It means you want it for the right reasons. Not to fill a void, but to share an abundance. Not to fix your life, but to enhance it. Not because you need to, but because you choose to. When you approach connections from wholeness rather than lack, something remarkable happens. The desperation dissolves, the clingy energy vanishes, and in its place grows a quiet confidence that draws others toward you. You become like a warm fire on a cold night. People are drawn to your heat, not because you're seeking their warmth, but because you're already generating your own. Let me be clear. This mindset shift isn't about becoming selfish. It's about shifting your focus. It's not about ignoring your needs or pretending you don't want connection. It's about recognizing that the best way to fulfill those needs is to stop obsessing over them and start focusing on what you can contribute. It's one of life's great paradoxes. What you chase often eludes you. What you release often returns. Think about the most attractive people you know. I'm not talking about physical appearance. I'm talking about those people who have that certain something that draws others in. What do they all have in common? They're not taking energy from the room. They're adding energy to it. They're not seeking validation. They're giving attention. They're not waiting to be completed. They're sharing their completeness. So how do you make this mindset shift real in your life? Start small. Before any interaction, ask yourself, what am I bringing to this moment? When you catch yourself seeking approval, redirect your focus to giving presence. When you notice yourself rehearsing what to say, commit to genuine listening instead. When you feel the pull to hide your true self, choose authentic expression. When you begin future tripping about where this might go, gently return to the present moment. This mindset shift isn't a one-time event. It's a practice. Some days you'll nail it, other days you'll fall back into old patterns. That's normal. That's human. But each time you choose contribution over consumption, you strengthen the neural pathways that make this mindset your default setting. And gradually, something remarkable happens. You stop trying to be attractive, and you simply become attractive. Not because you've mastered some technique, but because you've shifted your focus from getting to giving. So the next time you feel that pull to seek approval, to rehearse your lines, to hide your true self, to future trip, or to fill your emptiness with someone else, remember this mindset shift. You are not here to consume attention. You're here to contribute presence. And that's what makes you instantly attractive. Not because you're perfect, but because you're present.